Just wanted to hop on today to record just some gratitude about what God is doing in the midst of, the waiting, in the midst of sometimes an excruciating process of just being still. I'm seeing that God is doing amazing things. You don't want to, I'm not making this promise and standing on the promise and standing for my marriage and standing for the reconciliation and restoration of my husband to God and back to his family. I'm not making that an idol in my life. And I can truly see the importance of not doing that because you don't want to just focus on that. God is doing so many other amazing things outside of that. And so I just want to share my gratitude, God. I'm just really thankful for the things that God is doing in the midst of the situation, in the midst of the storm, how he just continues to show up and just show out in amazing ways. Testimonies for, family relatives who've been in the hospital and miracles have happened for them. In my own life, just how he continues to provide financially. I can't tell you how I am making ends meet. There are times when I don't see it and there's a check that's put in my hand or there's money that's given to me from people. I'm continuing to pay my tithes faithfully and to give offerings. And, that's what the word says, prove me and watch me, open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing you won't have room to receive. We still have to be faithful to God in our finances. We still have to be faithful to God in our time, and I'm just floored at how He's been providing. He's truly been Jehovah Jireh and providing for me and meeting my needs and even some of the things that I just simply want. I've not missed a single bill. I've not missed a single bill. My bills are up to date and sometimes I can pay them even before they're due. And it's just because of the glory of God, the favor on my life, the grace of God that covers this season of drought. There are things that I want to do and I want to fix things and I want to, move forward. I want to, financially be a blessing and I want to financially, prosper. And this is really like a manna season where God is providing daily. He's providing weekly for the things that I need and for just the household provision. And so I'm so grateful for that. Grateful also for just my family and support, and for my job and church family, and how God has just put people in your life to support and to uplift you and to encourage, even though they don't know what you're going through, have no clue what you're going through. Just grateful for how He is making a way out of no way, how He's ordering my steps, even in the midst of all that's going on, the many storms that are brewing, how He just keeps my mind in perfect peace and this desire for the Word. I sat down the other day to pay my bills, and I ended up, writing and getting into the Word and spent a few hours in the Word with God and just writing and just hearing from Him. And it's things like these storms in our lives that bring us closer to God. They make us set aside time. They make us yearn for Him. They make us return to our first love. All of a sudden we have time. All of a sudden we, are in a posture of just wanting to hear from God, wanting to be closer to Him, wanting that intimacy. And so I thank God for this season. I thank God for His provision during the season, during the storm. I'm just very grateful and don't want to just talk about the waiting. We're not going to make an idol out of waiting for um, God's miracles to happen. I'm not going to do that. But in the meantime, there's so much more to be grateful for. So not just focusing on negative things and, the impatience and all the other stuff that goes along with waiting, but recognizing God is good and He is doing some amazing things as I wait, and He is encouraging me. He continues to confirm His word so that you are encouraged and you can stand and you can continue and you're strengthened. And His word does that for me. And so God is good. He's amazing. He is an awesome God. I wouldn't serve another God. I'm grateful for the process. It is stretching me and encouraging me and challenging me and building character and building integrity. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, I'm content, and I'm thankful. It is well.